Sukkot
starts on
Monday night. Yeah, Sunday night.
Sunday night. Right.
Monday.
Monday was the first day of Sukkot. Shmini Atzeret, same day, Monday. What's next? Hanukkah.
Sunday.
Okay.
Monday, Sunday.
Good.
Asara
Asara B'Tevet.
Sunday.
Rosh Chodesh Tevet.
No, Friday.
Friday.
Vav.
Yeah. That's scary.
I read it as
Let
one.
me see.
Tidbit. Oh no, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong column. Friday.
Friday. Good. Okay. Good. What did I say? Hanukkah. Tu B'Shvat. I bet you no one put that as a holiday.
I got it.
I put it.
Saturday.
What's the order for the?
Huh? Tu B'Shvat. What? You get that in here. Tu B'Shvat. Morris, what day is Tu B'Shvat that year? Chageg Tu B'Shvat. Tell him Tu B'Shvat.
Shabbat.
Shabbat. Good. Morris, you know, I went to in Raymond Sutton's office. The Halabiya did this. They all did this in little. They had little cards. We saw it in Halab also. All over the little handwritten calendars on every year after year. That's what the Hachamim were doing. We found we stole some, put in our pockets. But in other words, they have that in the shul and this. They had calendars all over the place, handwritten, and in Arabic numbers. Raymond showed me a bunch. He has all in Arabic numbers. They did it. Where are we up to? Tu B'Shvat we did. Purim. What day is Purim? Sunday and Purim and Shushan Purim. Obviously Monday, right? Okay. And Ta'anit Esther.
Shabbat. Oh.
Come on.
Thursday.
I knew I'd get you there. Shabbat. That can't be Ta'anit
That's a cheap
Esther.
shot. Come on.
You just told people to be Metaneh on Shabbat. Ta'anit Esther. Klal Yisrael is depending on you guys.
We're testing them. See how smart they were.
Yeah, we're gonna go through with it.
How do you figure out Pesach? How was it?
This is before the
Aleph
technical.
Bet Gimel Pshuta.
And
But what does that mean?
it means you take Rosh Hashanah,
Yeah.
and if it's and then you add one day including Pesach, unlike the other one where it's not including, one day including Pesach, and if it's a Pshuta Hasera, Pshuta Kisidra, you add 2 days. Pshuta Shlema is 3 days, including Pesach. This is more like we do math. Add 1 day, add 2 days, right? It's not like the
So it's head kafshin.
what?
Head kafshin. Aleph Bet Gimel is head kafshin.
Yeah. Always, yeah. Always, it always works that way. Head kafshin.
The same way it's hakam.
Right. Hakam also, right. We use Hakam just to remember it as because of the Hakam. That's why sometimes we call them Le'ah, sometimes we call it Shlema. Whatever, you know.
Alright, but either way it's the same order.
Yeah, it's the same.
And why is it that we have to calculate Pesach?
You don't. I said, listen, you really don't.
You could just follow.
It's just that's just in.
It's a nice numerical way of
It's the way we do it, and more importantly, it's the way the 3 letters are the way the Hachamim speak. And so you need to know how the rabbis talk. Because, like I said, until last week, you couldn't open any sefer on Haibbur. And I have about a bunch of them here, and I'm going to show you. That's how they identify words. That's how they identify months. And so, while you knew all the calculations, if you can't read, what good is it if you can't read a sefer on Haibbur? You need to know that shorthand.
Right.
Like almost any mathematical thing, it's always about notation. Once you know the notation, in science too, doctor, no, right? In other words, if you don't know scientific notation, you can't read what another doctor's talking on any article, in any journal. All right. Okay. I guess before I'll do the pashiyot.
Wait, we finished the year?
We're not going to do pashiyot today. Okay. We're not gonna
After
do
the
it.
whole
All right, I'm just gonna give you this other stuff then.
If
Let's take a move on
if Monday, if it's past Monday, 15 hours of today,
All right, I'll do the
and
push.
5 and 9 o'clock, you can push it
I'll start it.
to avoid the previous year.
See if I can finish it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. If you're not done, try and finish it at home, okay? Because-
Homework.
Yeah. If you're not done, finish it, okay? I want to discuss a little bit about the Parshiyot now. So, there are different things that would affect what parasha we read and which parasha we're mechaber or not. First thing you need to know. A Shana Pshuta will have how many Shabbatot?
52. Oh,
48.
There's 354.
They have calendar.
So some will have 50. Depending on when Rosh Hashanah begins,
50 or 40.
it'll be 50 or 51. If Rosh Hashanah would begin on, now we know there are 4 days that Rosh Hashanah can be, right? What are they? They're Monday, Tuesday,
Thursday, Shabbat.
right. So, if it's Monday or Tuesday, you'll only have 50 Shabbatot that year. Because the first Shabbat will be after, there's 354 days in a Shana Pshuta, right? Or 353 or 355. Right, so,
So you have 4 days remainder. So you have
no matter what, 353, 354, 355, if it's on a Monday, Shabbat will be what day? If Rosh Hashanah is on a Monday, well, look at your calendar. Rosh Hashanah was a Monday. What day was Shabbat?
Sunday.
What day was Shabbat? Sunday? Six.
Day of the month.
It's the 6th day. So you've already chopped off. So you.
348.
So now you only Shabbat. There'll only be 50 Shabbatot because, right? You're not going to have it. You've lost by your first Shabbat now. Also, if it's on a Tuesday, you'll also only have 50 Shabbatot. However, if it's on a Thursday or a Shabbat, you'll have 51 Shabbatot. Correct?
even if it's a Hasira.
Now, even if it's a Hasira. On a Shana Me'uberet, right? In a Shana Me'uberet, what will happen? You will have 55 Shabbatot, unless 55 Shabbatot,
That's if you have 385. That's if you're Mele'ah.
even if you have the others, the only time you will not have 55 Shabbatot
On a Monday.
will be Hasera on a Monday. Good. Hasera on a Monday. In other words, on a regular year, thankfully, it doesn't really make a difference. Hasera, Shlema, Kisidra. You'll always have 50 on a Monday, Tuesday, and 51 on a Thursday, Shabbat. On a Me'uberet, you always have 55 unless you have a Monday Hasera.
Then you have 51.
Then you have 54. Okay.
Because you have remainder 6.
And even then, because Rosh Hashanah the next year will be Shabbat, so you lost that Shabbat because it's Rosh Hashanah the next year. Okay, now that's not the only thing that's going to mandate whether we have Parshiyot Mechubarot or not. It's a major factor. There's one other thing, and that is, well, how many holidays that year will actually fall on Shabbat? And so, okay, so you have 2 things that can actually decide how much I am a mehaber the Parshiyot or not. Now, also, Not any parasha can be mehubarot. There are just 14 parshiyot, which make 7 pairs that are an option to be mehubar. And you already know them, I'm sure. And they are.
Wait, what are we naming now?
The 7 parshiyot that could be mehubar.
It's 14.
Well,
7
Pairs.
groups, 7
weeks.
pairs, 14. So, you guys,
We're ready.
so, we have Vayakel Pikudeh, Tazriya Mitzorah,
Whoa!
Hello. Secretary.
Aharimot Kiddushim, Bahar Behokotai,
No, you just write the first one and write the second one later.
Hokat Balak, Matot Mas'eh, and Nisavim Vayelech. Now there are some other minhagim. I'll mention to them towards the end. This is the way really it's done.
Is there a particular reason that these were picked?
I didn't write this. No.
Well, we'll get close to understanding.
Hey, some of these are not short.
Okay. All right.
What do you mean different?
Killer for Shami Kram.
Yeah.
Might have been better
There are
walk
some.
together.
There are some straight. There are some different guys. I need you. There are some different minhagim and different kilot that veer a little bit, but this is the basic rule.
This is brought down Shulchan Aruch.
Some of this stuff is. We'll see. Maran himself doesn't do a lot of Haibbur work. Okay. Now, there are also. It's not that. It doesn't work that I just need to finish the Humash once a year, throughout the year, and let whatever parasha falls. As the year goes, there are certain expectations that the parshiyot will generally be at a certain spot at certain times of the year.
Will be after the Shabbat
So,
or something.
there's a mnemonic, and as sometimes the mnemonic is harder to memorize than the rule. Pikdu Pesach b'pashut, Sigru Pisho b'ibur,
So let's just learn.
Manu itzru, Sumu salu kumu tik'u.
I like Hachatak.
All right, watch. It's not so hard. It basically means that on a Shana Pshuta, the Shabbat before Pesach will always be Sav. Pikdu Pesach. What?
What does that mean?
Lifkod is meaning to lifkod oto la'asot mashu. Letzavot oto.
Why would you say Tov Pesach?
Because it's
Really, something.
It's much easier.
Sigru
Pick two is pick there.
l'sagel pisho be'ibur.
Wait. Well, it's not loud.
If I could move the chair.
Guys, Sigru Pesach be'ibur, which is what?
Sigru, that's
Oh, that's Mitzorah. Mitzorah is generally
It's so good. You have to lock them up.
not always. I
It's
put
God, the whole idea.
it. Lisgod is Mitzorah on a Shana Me'uberet is the parasha before Pesach. Happens to be not always, because if Rosh Hashanah fell out on a Thursday, then that would be a Harimot.
Say it again, Rabbi. Sorry.
Mitzorah is before Pesach on a Shana Me'uberet. Unless a Shana was on a Thursday, then a Harimot would be before Pesach. Shavuot on a Shana Pshuta b'midbar is always before Shavuot, and even in a Shana Me'uberet b'midbar is before Shavuot, unless again Rosh Hashanah falls out on Thursday, and then because of the various holidays that will not fall out on Shabbat, you have Naso. You gain the parasha, and Naso will fall out on Shavuot.
You photocopied this